Yo, what is going on, fam? Hope you're having the best day of your entire motherfucking life. Now, I actually made $3,122. It's not like a lot of money that I made, but it's still a decent chunk of money. And I sent 2,500 of this to my parents, and the reply that I got from them, it's crazy. It was like, oh my god, it was like made my day. I actually posted this on my Instagram as well, where I said the best part of making money I like is helping and giving back to my family. This is the message that I sent my mom. Made 3,100 today, mom, so decided to send you 2,500. Happy marriage anniversary, mom. Love you and I miss you, because she's still in India. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. We all so proud of you. Here in India, yes, we miss you too. Made my day. So now I pray to the higher power, if you're reading this, if you're listening to this, that you make it work in trading, so you can feel the happiness that I feel every time I do something for my family. Like this thing, you'll never see me flex about my lifestyle, because truth be told, I don't really live a crazy life. My flex is donating money to the cause I love. My flex is looking after my family. My flex is no one in my family working for another man. My flex is knowing how to press buttons to make thousands of dollars a day. My flex is doing whatever I want, when I want, and with whosoever I want. That's my flex. We're coming, we're moving, we're flying, we're getting respect, we're getting money. That's my flex, right? Now, let's talk about what trades that I took that actually made me the money, right? So you can do the same as well. Now, first thing is for NVIDIA. In the pre-market, we were watching this level right here for the bottom, and this level right here for the upside. It came from just this, and this is a bigger trend line. If you zoom out a little bit, this is a bigger trend line that was running across on the bottom. Anyway, made levels towards the upside, made levels towards the downside, ready to go, right? So on a 5-minute chart, when the market opened, this is what roughly we saw. All right. Okay, so here's where the market opened. As soon as the market opened, it started making a move towards the downside, right? But it got reclaimed really quick. Made a big move up. Now, I'm not in a trade yet, right? I'll let you know when I enter, but I'm not in a trade yet. The reason is I am not a trader who just enters early in trades, right? Boom, another one. Now I want to see a pullback. I'm like, okay, it's sweet that you bounced from 412 to 425. It's very good, $13 move, but where's my move, right? So we had a little pullback, sweet. I actually entered a little bit in the next candle right here, and a little bit with the stop loss was 421-ish. 421-ish was my stop loss, and yes, I lost 10% on this trade. I exited, but I re-entered. I exited on this particular candle. I re-entered on the next candle. The reason of my entry was very, very simple, because I drew a Fibonacci from literally the bottom right here of the day to the highs, and I had a critical level around this area as well, sitting in like 421-ish was my critical level. Now what happened was, when I saw the 421 is holding not only once but second time, like in the morning once, second and third time as well, I was like, maybe there are some buyers. Because what happens, I want you to understand, is this is how the trading kind of works, right? So buyers don't just come by themselves, right? The buyers have to be at a critical level. So if the buyers are there, every time price goes down, the buyers are like, let's buy. It bounces. Every time price goes down, buyers are like, sweet, let's buy. Price bounces. Price goes down, buyers go, let's bounce it. That's why the price is bouncing, because of these buyers are sitting there. Now that I know the buyers are sitting there, now how can I kind of make money using this? Now I know the buyers are here, right? I saw the prices started holding this area, right? Let's go to that particular area. I started seeing the prices are holding this area. It's looking sweet. 3 times in a row, right? Now, when the prices kept holding, I was like, you know what? Let me give it a try, especially when it got above this particular Fibonacci level. Entered a little bit, sweet. Entered a little bit above this previous candle's high as well, 423, sweet. And this is how the move went. Next candle made a huge move up all the way to the high of the day, sweet. Took some profits, beautiful, 15-ish% trade, beautiful. So this is how I kind of will always manage my emotions and manage my position, right? For argument's sake, let's say I entered 10 contracts. I'll take 5. I'll take 50% off at the previous half of the day, always. And the remainder 50% that I have remaining. So if I entered these 10 contracts at 480, for example, and here when I exited, these were at 550, for example, my remainder 50%, I will set a stop loss at 480. So I do not want to, because I already made some money, I do not want this money to go down and I lose money. No, I want to keep this money in my pocket. So I've set the stop loss on these remaining remainder of these 50% at a stop loss and I'll let it ride. I'll simply let it ride the position. I don't care, right? So I set the stop loss at the break even for the 50% and I was like, you know what? Let's see. The next candle pulled back, stop loss got hit and I got out. Boom. That was a trade that we took on the video, right? Second trade was on Amazon. Now let's go back and try to make sense why I entered, right? So this is Amazon. Amazon opened. So as soon as Amazon opened, it tried to make a new low of, like, it tried to break the pre-market lows. Now that means it's full of like sellers are taking over. But what happened? Buyers took over straight away. Next candle, buyers took over. I'm like, interesting. Now there's a little trend line thingy right here, like little level, it trying to break. Now the trend was picking up. I'm like, okay, the trend is definitely there, right? You can clearly see the trend is there. Why? Because it broke out of the critical level right here, broke out of the critical level. Now, even now, I'm not in a trade. I like to wait for my best entry, right? And I also like to see a break of pre-market highs or lows. That's sort of trader that I am. If the trend is strong enough, I want to see a break of pre-market highs. Broke the pre-market highs. Sweet. Let's see if we can keep moving higher. If we can keep moving higher and even make it move. Okay. The move is confirmed that we are definitely in an uptrend. Look how clean it looks. Did I enter? No. Was I feeling FOMO? No. Why not? That's who I am as a trader. My identity is to catch the winners. I bet on winners. I don't bet on anything low quality. I don't do that crap. Right? Now what did I do? I sat there, waited. Another candle pulled back. No problem. I'll wait. Now we saw a little bit of push. All right. Now we need to understand where will it pull back to, right? We need the levels, which is where the Fibonacci is coming. Okay, this is roughly it, right? This is roughly it. This is the fib level. It is trying to bounce off the fib level. Sweet. Now, was I in a trade? No. For me to enter into a trade, I want to see a break of this previous candle's high. Because remember one thing, okay? If only thing that you got out of this video is this one thing, it'll be worth the watch. Any candle that you see on the charts, its highs and lows are micro resistance or micro support. Okay, it's either micro resistance or micro support. Support at the bottom, of course, resistance at the top. Okay, every single candle is like a micro resistance and micro support. Now, because I'm watching a break towards the upside, I'm looking at the candle towards the upside break. Right now, let's see if it breaks. Nope, not yet. Haven't broken yet. Sweet, I'm not in a trade. What else? Next, did it break the previous? No, I'm not in a trade yet. Now, where can it bounce? It could have bounced here. It didn't bounce. It could have bounced here. It didn't bounce. Now, where am I entering? I'm entering at the break of this candle's high. That's simply it. Look at this. This is where my entry is. If it bounced off this, that's where I'll enter. Now, next candle tried to bounce. Yes, it bounced. But have it broken this? No. So what am I doing? I'm still watching. Now I'm watching this candle's high break, right? Shall we see what happens? Boom. Here we go. Who's in a trade? Mr. K Capital's in a trade, baby. Right? Now what happened? I entered the trade. Sweet. Beautiful. What next? I'm in a trade now. Came back. Retested this pre-market high and the fib level. Sweet. No reason to sell yet. High of the day. High of the day. This is the high of the day. Nearly half the day. Who's taking profits? Mr. K Capital's taking profit, baby. Right? So what do I do with the remainder of the contracts that I have? Yes, I sold 50%. I sold 50% of my position here. What am I doing with 50%? Break even. Stop loss. Now, if it made a big move, my break-even stop loss would be pushing higher and I'll keep managing my position. But because if it turned around, I don't want to take a loss. Now, what happened? It turned around. Now, who got stopped out? Now, who got to keep the money that he made? Me. You get my point? This was another trade. Then the last trade that we took was SPY. It just didn't work. It is what it is. I entered pretty much the same thing here because it was holding off this critical level, the critical level of the pre-market. The mistake that I made was I didn't let the pre-market high break for the trend to establish. I tried to enter early and I got spanked heavy. This is where I entered. I got spanked. Now, my number one rule that I use is the pre-market highs and lows are very critical for a trend to pretty much form. Now, I didn't wait for the pre-market high and pre-market low and I was trying to trade in the middle. I call it chop fest, or I call it in the actual terms, if you want to know the actual terms, call it NDZ. no trading zone. No trading zone. Pre-market high, pre-market low, anywhere in the middle is no trading zone. And what happened? I tried to trade somewhere in the middle, like legit in the middle. I got spanked. It is what it is. Right? But there's Amazon and the Nvidia trade were A++ setup. It was like so beautiful trades. So this is how I made 3,122. And let me know in the comments. Let me know, just comment down below if you like these breakdowns. It'll absolutely mean the world to me. Peace. We'll do a review tomorrow as well. All right, let me know if you want that as well. Goodbye.